We receive conflicting advice about how to talk to people. One school of thought suggests a thoughtful pause before speaking makes you sound wise. Another argues that jumping in quickly to agree proves you are an engaged friend. Both perspectives are supported by research, but the difference between them is measured in milliseconds. A brief moment of quiet is a volatile tool. The emotional outcome of a silence shifts from trust to rejection, based entirely on where it is placed in the dialogue. Conversational space can be divided into two distinct geographic zones. There is your territory, the time when you hold the floor, and the border, the moment of handoff between speakers. A conversational vacuum is unstable. While a speaker might think holding back at the wrong time shows respect, a listener's nervous system can register that same silence as a social threat. Mastering this geography allows you to navigate the subtle timing cues that either build trust or create distance. In Zone 1, the space where you are actively talking, leaving a small gap mid-thought acts as a welcoming invitation. When a speaker pauses in their own territory, partners often fill the space. They provide small affirmations like a nod, a yeah, or an uh-huh. A 2025 study in organizational behavior and human decision processes found that speakers who pause mid-thought are rated as more helpful. Because these gaps encourage partners to assent and participate, the listener feels more connected to the speaker's ideas. Inside your own conversational territory, silence acts as a collaborative bridge that pulls the listener into the thought process. At the border, the rules of engagement change. This handoff moment requires a specific tempo to maintain connection. When asked a request, the difference between a 0.2 second and 1.2 second response is stark. That extra second alters how the listener interprets intent. Research led by Teresa Matzinger shows that a 1.2 second pause before saying yes signals reluctance. By contrast, a 0.2 second response is perceived as honest and cooperative. Responding in under 250 milliseconds is too rapid to rely on deliberative conscious control. Because it happens faster than we can name an object, it functions as an honest signal that cannot be faked. A 2022 study in PNAS demonstrates that even third-party eavesdroppers use this timing to judge social bonds. Conversations with faster response times are perceived as more connected, serving as a heuristic for how well two people click. When the gap at the border stretches into a 4-second silence, the conversational flow stops entirely. In a group setting, this disruption triggers a physiological response. Research published in the Journal of Experimental Social Psychology shows that just 4 seconds of silence makes group members feel rejected and distressed. These negative emotions occur even when participants do not consciously notice the pause. At the border, silence ceases to be an invitation. It becomes a wall that signals stalling and severs connection. The human brain is constantly calculating whether a partner's silence indicates cognitive processing or social withdrawal. This chart from a 2024 meta-analysis shows a 0.66 correlation between perceived listening and liking. In social psychology, a correlation of this strength suggests that being heard is a primary driver of how we value our relationships. Silence itself is neutral. Its social meaning is determined by where the pause is placed. Understanding the geography of silence helps you communicate in a way that aligns with human neurobiology. You can apply these findings using 2 tactical moves. During your turn, place pauses between your thoughts to invite the other person into the dialogue. Leave a half beat of silence after a key idea. If the listener doesn't fill it with an affirmation, simply continue your thought. Move 2 applies when it is their turn. When a partner finishes speaking, aim to respond within 250 milliseconds, even if your thought is only partially formed. Entering the conversation quickly makes the partner feel understood. You can refine your actual answer in your following sentences. Avoid using a thoughtful pause before answering a request. It registers as reluctance to the listener. Same silence, 2 effects. Middle of your sentence builds trust. Top of your reply breaks it. Pause while you talk.